Day 3 began with rain, cold air, and the realization that I still hadn't watched that 3-hour video, the 6 gig Excel video that NHEF sent. I went to collect it from Moses last night. After getting it from Moses and Ubaidullah, I had plans, big plans, the kind where you say, I'll watch it overnight, no distractions, headphones in, locked in. Well, guess what? I fell asleep before I even started. 12 a.m. ambition, 12:02 a.m. knocked out. But there was no time to mope. I got up, got dressed, and headed down for breakfast. NHEF doesn't play with feeding. Today I had yam, egg, and beef sauce with tea. Not one of those crazy combos like yesterday. And of course, I ate with knife and fork like we learned in etiquette class and placed them at 4:20 when I was done. Classy. It was still raining outside. I walked through the hotel halls and got on the bus. And then I remembered the Excel video. Maybe I could catch a bit of it now, I thought. But I remembered too late. The bus was already pulling up at Landmark. Mr. Juan came and gave us a simple mission. Walk like global leaders, like you're sealing a $1 billion deal. Challenge accepted. We walked in with confidence, collected our business cards, notebooks and pens were there, and just like that, sessions began with Mrs. Claire. Tea break was next, and it wasn't just tea, it was a buffet of class. I had orange juice, cupcake, sandwich, and water. And yes, I held the cup from the stem. Etiquette lessons in action again. We even tried that classic movie style cheers. One person had finished their juice already, but another generously poured them a bit of hers, so that he wouldn't miss out. Cheers. Then came the previous scholar panel session. They shared how NHEF opened doors for them, transformed their journeys, and listening to them gave me hope. After lunch, the moment I'd been nervous about arrived. Excel. The instructor's first question: who watched the full video? I shrank a little. Who understood everything? Few hands. Then he said he'd teach us everything from scratch. Relief. Surprisingly, I got it. Step by step, I followed along smoothly with few others. I actually enjoyed it. We returned to the hotel afterwards and I realized something. I barely knew my fellow ABU scholars, just names and departments. That had to change. But I wasn't a confident person. I needed an excuse to actually talk and network with them. Luckily, we had a news that we'd be meeting the Deputy Governor of Lagos State tomorrow. We needed questions and we needed unity. So I suggested a meeting. After some efforts, we finally met on the 5th floor. Then we relocated to the ground floor where Peter led the session. We shared questions and Peter dropped another bomb. We might be asked to speak to students back in our schools. We shared questions and Peter dropped another bomb. We might be asked to speak to students back in our schools, share this experience. After the meeting, Peter asked us to name the person beside us, their department and level. But I wanted more than just names. So I made a decision. Before this program ends, I'm going to really know every ABU scholar. Not just faces, not just courses, but who they are, what drives them, why they're here. Because maybe that's where leadership starts. Not in titles or speeches, but in connection. I needed to break out of my shells and take a step forward. And as I started getting to know them, I discovered something unexpected. Something that made me to rethink my entire approach to this whole thing. But I'll tell you that.
See you in day 4, and Deputy Governor, here we come.